10-minute rule motion and the Gelderd.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I beg to move that leave be given to bring in a bill to make provision about the teaching and promotion of the Cornish language in educational institutions, to make provision about the recognition of the Cornish language and Cornish heritage and for connected purposes. Today is not just about preserving Cornish language or Canuic in Cornish. It is about protecting a cultural identity that is woven into the fabric of Cornwall's past, present and our future. Cornish can be traced back 4,000 years, and over that time, Cornish speakers were driven further west due to conflicts and invasions from Europe. But it was our fishermen who kept the language alive until it faded in the 18th century. Despite this, Cornish was officially recognised as a regional language by the UK government in 2002, under Part 2 of the European Charter for Regional and Minority Languages. This was a landmark moment, affirming that Cornish, alongside Welsh, Scottish Gaelic, Irish, Scots and Ulster Scots, is a language to be protected and promoted. The UK government has committed to supporting these languages, and yet Cornish remains at Part 2 status, while 4 of the other 5 Celtic languages have Part 3 protection, which offers stronger commitments in areas like education, public life and the media. In November 2024, the European Charter for Regional and Minority Languages issued recommendations urging the UK government to take stronger measures to support minority languages, including enhancing educational provision and promoting language awareness. This bill would work in lockstep with those recommendations and strengthen the UK's commitment to linguistic diversity. Recognising Canuic is growing, but it needs sustained support. Cornwall Council and the Cornish National Minority Working Group have championed its survival through initiatives such as Go Cornish, which now reaches over 8,000 primary school children in 51 schools, including Dobwell's Community Primary and Menheniot Primary School in South East Cornwall. Yet Cornish is still not formally embedded in secondary or higher education. A GCSE in Cornish once existed, but was discontinued in 1996. The option to learn should always be available, and the government's own charter commitments state that minority language education should be strengthened and must ensure that learning Cornish is a viable, accessible option for those who wish. Not a requirement, but a choice for those who wish to engage with their cultural heritage. Teaching Cornish should not be an added burden for overstretched schools, but rather an exciting opportunity for students who wish to learn. And the Go Cornish programme proves that effective teaching can be done without increasing teacher workload, as it provides structured resources, sound files and low administration learning models. It aligns with Ofsted's cultural capital framework, which encourages schools to celebrate cultural traditions and histories. Beyond schools, there must be provision to provide lifelong learning opportunities. At present, hundreds of people sign up for Canuic classes each year, and universities such as Exeter and Cambridge have previously offered Canuic courses. If Welsh and Gaelic can be successfully integrated into higher education, why not Cornish? Language visibility in public life is crucial for its survival. Currently, Cornish does not have official status in Cornwall, nor is there any legislative requirement for its promotion. However, Cornwall Council has worked hard since 2013 to implement a strategy promoting the language. I want to see this work, and local efforts strengthened by increasing the use of Cornish in road signs, in place names and public services. Canuic is a beautiful and expressive language, reflected in the meanings behind some of the names of our towns and villages. Menheniot means sanctuary of St. Neot. Cargreen translates to seal rock. Lugh means sea lake, and Luxillian signifies the place of a saint. Understanding these meanings not only improves our knowledge of the language, but also deepens our sense of belonging and connection to Cornwall's history, landscape and identity. The Media Act 2024 now ensures that public service broadcasters must consider content in regional and minority language, including Cornish. Yet obstacles remain in efforts to enhance visibility and normalise everyday use of the language in media, such as local radio, television and on online platforms. Cornwall's distinct culture is not just historic, it is living and evolving. Supporting Cornish in public life is not about excluding English, but embracing bilingualism as a strength. We have seen this work successfully in Wales and Scotland, and Cornwall should not be left behind. Supporting Cornish language and heritage is not just a cultural necessity, it also makes economic sense. Research commissioned by Glasgow City Council in 2022 found that Gaelic contributed 21.6 million to Glasgow's economy through tourism, cultural events and branding. Cornwall has its own recognised identity, and we have the same potential. Tourism is a cornerstone of Cornwall's economy, but it must be sustainable and beneficial for local communities. Research published in 2021 has shown that technological advancements leading to globalisation has resulted in a trend of increased tourists looking for unique, authentic experiences, and cultural tourism is a growing market. Kinuic events, heritage experiences and bilingual signage can enhance a visitor's experience while reinforcing our local identity. This is not about selling our identity, it's about strengthening it. And the commercialisation of linguistic heritage must be done responsibly to ensure it benefits Cornish people first and foremost. Cornwall's language and culture are deeply connected to our natural environment. And it's not just aesthetic, it's part of our identity. Cornwall and its people have always lived in partnership with nature. We are of the sea and the land, working in harmony in the environment to grow and thrive. And it's demonstrated in the Cornwall that you see today. Our landscape and coastlines are beautiful, drawing tourists from across the UK and internationally, and serving as the backdrop for brilliant movies and TV shows. For example, Beyond Paradise. Although the show is set in Devon, it's actually filmed in Looe, in Whitsun Bay, and other beautiful locations across southeast Cornwall. Clearly, Devon recognises the beauty of Cornwall. Even our wildlife carries Cornish identity, none more so than the Cornish chough, our iconic red-billed, black-feathered crow. Once lost in Cornwall in the mid-20th century, it was successfully reintroduced in 2001, a symbol of resilience and revival. And just as the chough has returned, so too can Kinuic flourish with the right protection and support. The Duchy is also visited by iconic species like humpback whales, basking sharks and blue sharks, while our land nurtures unique flora such as the Cornish heath, a vibrant purple flower that thrives on our specific rugged cliffs. In Cornwall, you see, we're proudly unique and distinct. The revival of Cornish has come through grassroots efforts, supported by Cornwall Council and cultural organisations such as Golden Tree Productions, the Cornish Language Board and the Institute for Cornish Studies. But national support is needed to secure its future. Cornish is more than just words. It's a link to our history, to our stories, our identity and our future. The promotion of Cornish language and heritage is about ensuring that Cornwall's culture and language have the recognition it deserves and the support to flourish for generations to come. Mian Gynnerth Por Binan the Ddysgu Nabas Kinuic. I encourage everyone to learn some Cornish. Muraz, thank you.
The question is that the Honourable Member have leave to bring in the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Who will prepare and bring in the bill?
Miss Jane Kirkham, Mr Noah Law, Mr Perrin Moon, Mr Andrew George, Mr Ben Maguire and myself, Madam Deputy Speaker.
Anna Gelderd.
Cornish Language and Heritage, Education and Recognition Bill.
Second reading what day?
Friday the 20th of June.
Friday the 20th of June.